Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an everyday makeup look. Now my makeup would take me about 15 minutes. This is literally my everyday, my go-to, my makeup that I use every single day. I might change up the colour of my eyeshadow and I might change the colour of my lipstick, but this is literally what I use every day. So I hope you like my video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it, and don't be alarmed because yes, I've got no makeup on in this. So we're going to start right now. Let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my skin, and to prep my skin I use the Max Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and I just spray this all over the face and just wait for that to dry a little bit. And then because I've got dark circles, I like to go in with a corrector. So I'm just using this Revolution Ultra Base palette, like I said, from Revolution, underneath my eyes. And I'll just use this brush here, go underneath the eyes, just get rid of those dark circles. Everyone has them, girl, everyone has them, but we like to hide them. And then I'll just use the warmth of my finger to blend that in. I'm concealing my eyes before I put my shadow on. Once again, I'll go in with this Revolution corrector palette, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid, all over the lid. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of this Max Fix Plus onto the brush just to help blend this in. And I'm going to blend that in again, use my fingertips again, blend it all in over the lid, just so when you put your shadows on it doesn't crease. Now to set that, I'm using it's Collection 2000, it's sheer loose powder, and I've had this for so long you probably can't even read the front of it, but I'm going to use this. So I'll put a little bit in the lid, and then I'll just get that brush again, and this is a Real Techniques, pretty sure it's Expert Face Brush, yep. And I'm just going to get this again and then dab that on top of that concealer just to set it in place. So when again, right, and for my eyeshadow I'm using this Revolution Life on the Dance Floor, and I got the one Guest List, which is the rose gold one, and I am obsessed with this, absolutely obsessed. I've used this since I got it at Christmas, and these are the colours, and they're absolutely stunning colours. I mean, I'm going to start off with my transition colour. I'm going to start with this colour here, and I'm just going to get a fluffy brush. Now these brushes that I'm using I actually got from eBay, so I'll put a link in the description bar down below to look down, just so you get right into that crease, because if you're looking up like that, you're not really getting into the crease, you're going too high. So I like to look down like this and focus right in that crease. So I'm just taking this transition colour and going into the crease. And these shadows are so pigmented, you wouldn't believe. I mean, this is why I'm obsessed, because you only need a tiny bit on your brush and it glides on, and they're so easy to buff out as well, to blend out, so easy, but they just feel so nice on the eye, and they stay all day, all day. The shade's a bit darker and it's like a tanny orange colour. I mean, on camera it's coming up really orange, but it's not, it's like a tanny orange colour, and it's really nice. And I'm going to just put this just underneath the crease. I'm not sure what sort of look I'm going for, but this is just an everyday look for me. I like a nice warm eyeshadow, so I'm just going to put that right underneath where we just applied that other shadow. And then I'm going to do circular motions just to get it down into the corner and then brush it up. And this really lifts the eye rather than bringing the eye down. So go just underneath where we put that other shadow and then circular motions and then lift away. Go back in with that other colour, transition colour. And I just like to go back over the top just to blend it in even more. And as you can see, I've got my transition colours going now. And for the lid, don't want to go, because this is an everyday look, I don't want to go too over the top. So I'm going to go in with this colour here, which is like a rose gold. It's not an in-your-face rose gold, it's quite a natural rose gold. So I'm just going to dip my brush into that. And normally if I was going out or I had a date night or something, I would actually fix plus this, the end of the brush, and then dip it in because it would be so much vibrant on your eyes. But as this is an everyday look, I just want a little bit of a shimmer to the eye. So I'm going to look down and then just brush it on, and it just gives you that natural little shimmer and brightens up that eyelid. And I really love this colour. So can you see what I mean? It's just natural shimmer, just for that natural look, everyday look. That's what I would do with my eyes. I'm going to go in with my Hadid Maybelline liquid eyeliner, and it's just this one here. Now I've tried loads of different eyeliners and this one I swear by. I love it. It's so easy to apply, and I'm not the greatest at doing eyeliner. I don't even bother to do a wing because to me it just takes me too much time. I need to learn how to do it properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I just like to line my eyes just by doing tiny little strokes just to get that straight line. And I find when I put my mascara on, this just really wakens up the eye. Next thing I use is mascara. Now I use two mascaras. I've got this, the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara, and I like to use this just to separate the lashes and get them out of the way. And then I'll go in with this Paradise Ecstatic from L'Oreal, and just to give it that voluminous look in the lashes, because I like my lashes big, but I like them separated at the same time. So I use this first. With this, I'm just going to push those lashes up. I like to wiggle the wand so I get every single lash. I'm coating all my lashes because I don't wear falsies when I'm doing an everyday look. I don't wear them every day, so I do like to have a bit of lash. And I find that this mascara actually coats every single lash and elongates the lashes at the same time. And it's just a little tiny wand, which I really like because it does just grab all the lashes. I'm going with some more. I'm actually running out of this. I'm going to do some more soon. But I don't just want length, I want thickness as well. So I am going to go back in with my L'Oreal. And all I do is, and this one's running out as well. I need to get a new mascara, guys. I really do. All I do is take most of the mascara off because I don't want it really clumpy. I want it thick but not clumpy. So take most of the mascara off, and again just wriggle, and that just gives me that thickness of the lash. And I think it even darkens it up, which makes the lashes look thicker, which is why I like the combination of both these mascaras, especially for an everyday look when I'm not wearing lashes. Like, can you see the difference? So like in this eye, you can see they've really come up, they've darkened, and they've got a little, they look like they're a little bit longer where they've darkened on the ends. Whereas this lash, it's nice, it's elongated, but it's not as thick and voluminous as this one. I'm going to go in with my base. So So in my base, I use a combination of 2 foundations and a liquid highlighter, just to give that natural glow into the foundation. And now the foundations that I'm going in with is the True Match by L'Oreal, and it's super blendable foundation, and I absolutely swear by this foundation. It is so nice, and I'm running so low on mine, so I'm gutted. I need to go out and get some more. And the colour I use is Golden Cappuccino, and it's just this one here. Mind the lid, because like I said, I've got to go and get some more. I've had this for quite a while, and like I said, I swear by this foundation. It just goes on so nice and makes your skin look like skin. It doesn't look like foundation. It's not cakey at all or anything. So I absolutely love this one. And I also mix it with this L'Oreal Infallible, which my shade is 30, shade 30 in Honey. And I like this one because it's got a matte finish to it, but it's not matte, cakey matte. It's just a nice matte finish. And it saves me putting loads of powder on, because sometimes I feel like if I put a lot of powder on, I get a bit cakey, and I don't do cakey. So I'm going to start with this, and all I do is just get a brush. Like I said, mine's nearly all gone. So I'm just going to get a brush and then put some of this on the back of my hand. Put some of that on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to get this one, which is the Infallible, and also put this on the back of my hand. And then, just because I like that little bit of a glow, natural like glow to your skin, I like to add this Revolution liquid highlighter. Now, I'm obsessed with this. It is so nice. It just, when you put it in with your foundation, it just gives you that natural glow, that every direction you look in, you've just got a natural sun-kissed glow, and I absolutely love it. And I just put a tiny little bit in. You can put, I put too much in before and it's just a mess. I just look like I'm glowing all day. I do have oily T-zone, so I have to be careful with that. To put just a tiny little bit of that in, and then what I do is I get my L'Oreal Expert brush, like I use for my concealer, and I will spray this with Max Fix Plus. So just give it a little spritz, and then I dip into this, and then just spread it around on my face, and then blend it in. Now can you see how it just glides on your skin? It is just so nice. So nice. Now I've used the Born This Way, and I feel like putting these two foundations together and then adding the highlighter, I get the same consistency and the same finish. And as we know, Born This Way is not a cheap foundation, so doing it this way is a lot cheaper. It's saving me a lot of money. But I just love the finish of this, and I will just go in and I will just keep blending until I'm happy with that finish, and just dab in. And I like to go over my ears as well, because I do wear my hair up quite a lot, and then bring it down the chin, because no one likes that line on the chin. So bring it down the chin onto the neck, right the way down, and then just keep blending until you're happy with it. Like, can you see it's just giving me this really natural skin-like finish, but it's also giving me a nice glow. So I'm looking nice and glowy, but not too glowy. So yeah, that's the combination that I like. Now to go in, I do like to set that a little bit, because like I said, I do get oily in the T-zone. So I like to just go around that T-zone and set it a little bit. So again, I'm going to use that Collection powder, and it's a really fine powder, so it's not anything to worry about. And I'll get this big fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and I just lightly tap that into the T-zone because I'm going to add my concealer, so I don't want too much powder on here yet. So lightly tap it into the T-zone. And then, like I said, I'm going to go in my concealer. And again, I'm going to go in my Revolution Corrector Concealer Palette and just use a lighter colour than what I did for the corrector. And then I will just go in. And I don't use a lot of concealer because I don't want to cake up under the eyes. Because when you get to my age, you don't get away with so much concealer. I like to put a little bit here on the lip, a little bit on the chin, and a little bit down that Cupid's bow. And then again, I will Max Fix Plus my brush, and my fingertip again, and just pat it in. Make sure it's properly set into the skin. I want to try the new Revolution concealer. It's hyped about a lot on YouTube and I really want to try it, so I might go and pick that one up and then do like a little review and see what I think of that one, because I really want to try it. I mean, I love all Revolution makeup. I'm obsessed with it. Their eyeshadows, their concealer palettes, their contour palettes, I absolutely love them and I use them quite a lot. Again, all we've done is just brighten up underneath our eyes, and I haven't used a lot at all because I don't want it cakey. And then again, I'm going to go in with that loose powder just to set everything. So I'm going to go in my loose powder and then just set everything, because you don't want that creasing under the eye, otherwise it will. Go back in, release the powder. And just set where you put that concealer, so down the nose, on the forehead, on the Cupid's bow. Now, because it's everyday makeup, I don't use contour. I like to just go straight in with bronzer. So I'm using Max Give Me Sun Mineralized Skin Finish, and I've had this since Christmas and I haven't put it down. I absolutely love this. I can see what the hype is. I know I'm quite late on this, but I just love it. It's so nice on your skin. I just think it gives you that sun-kissed look, that nice tan sun-kissed look without even trying. And for this, I'm using another Real Techniques brush, and it's just it's a multitask blusher brush, I think, a multitask brush, so you can use it for anything. And I like to use this for my bronzer. And I just go in, tap off the excess, and in circular motions, I'll just put a little bit on. And can you see, it just gives you that sun-kissed look. And I just absolutely love it. It's doing a lot for you without you having to do anything. Get that hair out of the way. And it just really gives me that sun-kiss. Can you see? It's contoured my face, but at the same time it's giving me like glow to my face. That's why I absolutely love it. And it's just effortless. Absolutely effortless. So I'll just go in and I'll take it up the forehead, down the side of the head, and then back onto the chin. And then I'll bring it round to the bottom of my chin here. Oh, sorry, onto my cheek. And then I'll bring it down to the bottom of my chin. And then bring it down the neck. And I just think it just looks so nice on the skin. I've used lots of bronzers. I've used the Kiko bronzer, Maybelline bronzers and everything, but I can't get on with any more bronzers apart from this one. I love the colour. The colour just really suits me as well. So I just found one that I'm really happy with now. And then bring it back down. And because I'm adding powder again, it doesn't look too cakey. It just looks flawless. It's so nice. How can you just see it? It just gives you such a lovely glow to the face. And I'll even put a little bit of this down my nose it's not in your face again, it's just so discreet that you can get away with it, using it as a contour. And I'll just line it on the nose and then bring it up to the top of my eyebrows. Again, down the nose, and that's my contour. And then bring it down in a triangle onto the tip of my nose, because that just makes my nose look a little bit defined at the tip. And that's all I do. And then I'm going to go in with my blush. And the blusher I use is actually a Primark blusher, and it cost me £1.50, and it's called Taboo, and it just looks like this. It's just a nice corally blush, but it's got a little bit of shimmer, which I don't mind, because actually it's not, again, it's not really glittery and really in your face, so I don't mind that. It just gives me that natural glow again. And I'll just add a little bit of this, and it just gives you a little bit of a flush look. And actually it's so pigmented that I can actually do both cheeks without having to go back in, because it is so pigmented. It picks up so much product, so you do have to be careful. You just literally tap inside, tap off, and then add it to your face. And again, I'll push everything back, because it just lifts everything away from the face. Just lift it all back. Next thing I do is my highlighter. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do underneath my eyes first. And to finish off underneath my eyes, just get a small fluffy brush like this, and then I'm going to go back in with that transition colour that we did earlier, and I will just go underneath the eye with this colour here. Now for everyday look, people might say, well, that's a lot of makeup for an everyday look, but this is just what I do every day. Underneath the eye. See, I'm doing that face. Does everyone do that face? I'm just going underneath the eye with that transition colour, and I don't need to add anything more to that. I do want to tone it down a little bit, so I'm going to get another fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend that in. Why do we do those faces? I don't even realise I'm doing it. It just goes naturally. Here we go, blending it in underneath the eye. Now, I used to put eyeliner underneath my whole eye, but I got to the stage where I was just had enough of that. I thought it made my eyes look smaller, and I wasn't keen on it anymore. So what I do now is I take a little tiny brush, it's about this big, and it's just the Morphe 55F, and I use the black shadow in there and the dark brown. Mine's in a terrible state, so I just go in with this colour here and this colour here, underneath the eye, the bottom lashes, and I just find that this it sits a lot better, it looks a lot better, and it doesn't look as harsh, but it just defines the eye at the same time. It sort of brings it out. So they're the combinations that I use, and I just love the look that it gives me without having to put eyeliner all underneath the eye, because I just think sometimes that's just too much for a daytime look. And then I'm going to go back in again with my Push Up Angel Wings mascara and just go onto those bottom lashes. And again, the face is going to go funny, I know it is. You just automatically do, you don't realise you're doing it, but see, you just make this silly face. So I'm going to separate the bottom lashes first. Just separate those lashes. Bottom lashes. And again, it's only a daytime look, so I'm not going to go over the top with my lashes. Now, last but not least, I'm going to spritz up my face with a bit of Max Fix Plus again. And then I'm going to take a fan brush. This is just one I picked up from Primark. And I'm going to go in my Max Soft and Gentle Skin Finish highlighter. Now, again, I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I've had this since Christmas and it just looks like this, but it's just amazing. If I do a swatch, it's not in your face again. It's just, can you see it? It's just there. It's not in your face, it's a nice natural highlighter. And I use this every day. And I'll just put a little bit there on the side. And you can just see it. It's a nice natural highlighter. See that glow? I don't like a lot of highlighter because I think it enhances your pores. Take a little bit up to the forehead and a little bit where the natural sunlight will hit you. Again onto the cheek and then up the forehead. And then I'll take some more on the tip of my nose, a little bit on the middle part of my nose, and then a little bit on the Cupid's bow. And sometimes I'll go on the eyebrow, just take a little bit on the eyebrow, just to lift those brows up even more. And it's just natural, it just hits you naturally. I really like it, absolutely obsessed. Now for lipstick, I have to apologise because I don't know where this is from. It says Academy of Colour, so if you know where Academy of Colour is from, it's just this colour here. And what I do is I line my lips with this, and I don't have the biggest lips in the world, so I have to overline my lips. And it's just a nice brown colour, nice nude brown colour. And I like to line my lips with this, and then it's hard to talk and do your lips at the same time. I line my lips with this, and then I'll colour in the corners. With the line. Because I want to do an object. That's the lip liner and that will stay on all day. I'm going to have to find a link for that and find out where that is from, because that is lipstick is just amazing. And then what I'll do is I'll get my corrector colour from the Revolution packet and just dab that in the middle. And that just tones down the darkness. And I really like that effect. You see it's dark and then it comes in light, so it gives it a little bit of an ombre look, and I really like that. And that's it, that is literally all I do. And just lastly, I'll just give myself another Max Fix Plus. I'm absolutely obsessed with this stuff, but and that's it. That's my finished everyday look. I hope you liked it. I hope it wasn't too much. This is just my everyday. This is what I will wear every single day. I will change up the colour of the eyeshadow now and again, but it will be natural looking eyeshadows. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you want to see more videos like this, then leave a comment in the description box down below. All the links to all the stuff that I've used I'll leave in the description box. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, then comment down below and I'll answer them for you. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.